Hello, everybody. My name is Razak, and welcome to Rising Evil. And yes, this is my right hand if you wonder. And tonight, I will do a Tetris guide for people who are new here, and for everyone else who have been playing Tetris but have made no progress. There are some good tips and advice, and really great solutions for the troubles you have while you're playing. So stay tuned for it, everyone, and I'll see you soon. Alright, let's end this with this button press. Three, two, one, let's go! Kite? That was not planned. We try that again. In three, two, one, let's go! Before we start, make sure you have your controller settings ready. Make sure you're comfortable with it before we start. And if you wonder, number 6 is 180 degrees on Tetrio. If you're new at this game and you want to really learn some stuff, you should try Zen Mode to experiment a little. A really good spot for learning stuff. I highly recommend going Sub-Zero if you haven't played any games at all and you start with Tetris. Like Sub-Zero makes you let you control your pieces properly by soft dropping them, and you can decide where you want to put your piece. And don't worry about losing or dying, because if you reach at the top here, everything will reset, except for hold and next section. So you don't need to worry about how to build. So you can just safely do some mistakes. Whoops, that was a mistake. But yeah, just keep on building till you're happy with your building process. And once you're done with that, we can go to the next step. The main goal of this game is to build, clear, and survive. And you just build as much as you can and you want until you're satisfied to clear your stuff. Like this clear. The important part is that when you clear, you can't have empty spots. It needs to be clean like this one before you put your piece, or else it won't be cleared at all, like this. And the main goal is to not reach to the top here, or else you will lose. And how do you clear? Well, there are some certain ways you can do. The easiest one is the Tetris clear, with 4 of them, as you can see here. Just drop it, and you have a quad clear. And then there are some spins you can do. The most popular one is the T-spin build. If I can get it soon. That's an S-spin. I'll teach you that later on. Here we go. Here's the T-spin you can do. Like that, you see there. There are many ways to clear, but if you know how to build properly, there should be no problem of making this building process. Make sure it's a hard drop as quick as possible if you have that opportunity. Otherwise, if you are trying to do a certain spin, I recommend you using the soft drop version, like this, and then you can spin your piece freely as you wish until you are satisfied, and then you can hard drop unless it drops automatically. You should try to engage regular building process while the piece is falling down at a normal progress. This is usually the standard, like in the relaxed mode. Like this is all the opener section, where you can put your pieces in ease while the piece is dropping. But be careful, if you are dropping it and you're not careful enough, the piece will get stuck immediately after you have dropped your piece, and it will be stuck there till it gets cleared. But don't worry about it too much. You can still clear it easily if you understand how to build properly. So you just keep on clearing however you want. And once you're satisfied by playing this relaxed mode, you can always increase the speed level from relaxed to engaged, so it will drop a bit faster. And it drops automatically after it lands, but you can always spin a little if you want to put your piece properly before it lands right away. And once you have learned to play engaging, you can go to spicy, and then you put your pieces as you desire. Just like this. But yeah, I highly recommend going in relaxed mode first, so you get used to putting the pieces properly. But if you want some challenge right away, I recommend you play engaging mode then, because then you get a little challenge, not too much, but not too little. And if you feel comfortable after that, then you can go to the spicy one. Alright, let's start with the fun part. Spinning. So yeah, the spin mechanics are pretty unique, and there are some different strats for each piece, except for O piece. The O piece you can't spin a lot. I'll show you some cool solutions that you might not will find in regular gameplay, and I will show you the probably the most easiest one. So let's start with a favorite, the T piece. This one is used by all the players who knows how to play properly, and most of the pros are using it. In order to do a T-spin, you had to make a T-spin build, and to make one, you need at least 3 corners here. 1, 2, 3. It's very easy. And you can also see the shadow of the T-piece, very easy to find. If you're looking it carefully, if you're unsure how to find one, always look for an empty spot in the same column. Like, let's pretend there's nothing on top here. Just find the single wall here, and if you find it, you can start building around it and create the 3 corners. The T-piece does contain 1 here and 3, so you need to make sure you have enough space for the T-piece. So you can put your T-piece like this. And you want your T-piece to be like this most of the times. Sometimes you can do it like this if you want to do some specific after placement. Like, for example, you want to put this J piece on top here as a continuation. That's optional. This one can also you can do, but not as recommended as this or that one. So yeah, it depends on situation, but it's a really good one for sure. So if you want to make a build, make a T-spin build. Here's an eye piece shenanigan you can do. You just put the piece downwards, and you want to turn your piece clockwise like this, and then you can turn it clockwise again. As you can see here, it will turn like downwards like a clock. So just turn it clockwise like this. Yeah, make sure the piece goes in this center before you spin it. Really handy trick if you want to put an eyepiece to the correct section. If you did misdrop it like this by mistake, well, it could be on purpose too, but you get what I mean. O piece. This one stays in the same shape no matter how you spin it, so you can just put it wherever you want as long as it is a very clean spot. For example, this spot here or this spot here with 2 spaces. Anywhere is fine in those 2, but you can optionally put it anywhere else as long as it creates a single clear. For example, here, a single line, not as recommended, but if you have to, you can do it with a follow up with probably the J piece here, as we can see. But it's preferable if you just put it in one of these corners. And by the way, I hate it! Here's an example of a spin you can do when you're using an L or a J piece, depending on the situation. For this one, like, this is an L piece. You need to drop it like here, just like there. And you can just simply spin it clockwise. So you can insert it. Here's an alternative way to spin your L or J piece. For this case, we have the L piece here. You just drop it here. But instead of rotating it clockwise, so it goes inwards to here, you can do it counterclockwise, so it falls down into this spot. But it does require to have this one extra hole, like snake. And all you need to do is spin it like there. This one is a little special. You need to soft drop this piece, like drop it there. And then you need to turn it clockwise on the L piece and counterclockwise on the J piece, like this. Just make sure to land it properly with a soft drop before you spin it. For S or Z pieces, you need to do some certain pattern, and depending how it looks like, you need to do some certain spins. For example, this one is a little tricky. Before you drop your piece, make sure you have your piece, for example, this set piece, rotated counterclockwise, like this, and make sure to land on this piece here. Well, it probably could land here, but to be safe, you should drop it here before you spin it counterclockwise again, like here we go. And you can do it fast with the soft drop before you drop it properly. And there you have it. This spin is a little trickier because of there is more than one here. As you can already see, there is a wall here covering exactly 2 or more. Then it doesn't matter. And the only thing you need to do with this S piece is to spin this counterclockwise instead of clockwise. And you only need to do it twice. So here we go, like that. And that's it. And that's it for today. Thank you for watching the video. There are more spins that I could show you, but they are more advanced to build and probably not as highly recommended to do all the time. But if you want me to show how to do them, I can do a quick showcase of how to do them. And I might put some openers in that video too. If you want me to do that, I'll do that for you. Well, I probably will do it anyways. But thank you once again for stopping by. Give the thumbs up, and we'll see you. Bye bye. Have an evil day, all.